Up next on The Big Room.
I loved when he broke his wrist.
Oh my
No.
God.
Yeah.
No.
It's funny too.
God,
like,
When you're talking to your doctor, tell him you have a spiral fracture of your left radius. His squeaky, screechy screams that he has throughout the film are so funny.
Yeah.
We're back. We made it.
We're back.
We took a week off because we couldn't be bothered to record while we were on vacation.
We
So-
deserve it. You
Also,
know,
after
need
you
a
watch
break.
Return of the King, you're tired and you don't want to watch any more movies.
Yep.
You got to take a breather after that.
Yeah, we were in San Francisco. Quick banter at the start of the show. I want to talk a little bit about San Francisco. So if you don't care about our lives, fast forward like 5 minutes and also suck my ass. So the flight over.
California changed you.
No, it didn't. it super didn't. I have a couple San Francisco related things. First, on the flight over, there was a lady next to me. I was in the middle, which I hate. She was in the window, which I hate. I want the aisle seat every time, or I want her to be in the aisle seat. Reason being, my biggest flight anxiety is bothering the person to go to the bathroom during a 5.5 hour flight,
You're going to have to
which is
go.
what she had to do. And I had to do. I actually got stuck in the
Got
bathroom.
trapped in the bathroom.
I went my back. I had to pee, and I went to the bathroom. But to my misfortune, the drink and snack carts were coming down, and I got stuck. So I'm standing in the bathroom with it cracked like an inch, so I could try to see, just hoping that nobody opened the door, and I'm just like T-posing in the doorway. But this lady, I want to talk about this lady. Upsides. So the lady sitting next to me, I wrote this down. Quiet.
All right.
Not visibly angry with the amount of times we needed to go to the bathroom,
Which
is
was
once
twice.
for me, once for
yeah,
you.
not a lot
That's
of
not bad.
times. No.
Downsides.
Respectable amount of times.
Downsides. Smells like diapers. Did not have kids. Smelled like diapers. Took her shoes off in the plane. You don't take your shoes off on
Hang
the
on.
plane.
Barefoot or with socks?
I don't remember.
I think she had socks.
It doesn't
Still.
matter.
Because she had tennis
Barefoot's
shoes
a
on.
degree worse.
Right, but
Yeah.
ew. Shoes off on the
Yeah.
plane. And she stole my armrest. If you're in the middle
See,
seat,
that's the biggest offense
you
for
get
me.
both armrests.
Middle seat does, yes.
Middle seat, you get both.
And then
She
the person
took
on
it.
either side leans away from
Right.
you to their armrest.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm with you there because the window side gets the window, the aisle gets the aisle to put their leg out.
I
You
get
have to
both
get something to be in the
armrests.
middle. Yeah, that's the compromise.
So I'm trying to
I
play
think
my
you're right.
Nintendo Switch like this, pinchy, and I'm not large. I'm small.
We had a nice small row. We were all small.
What
It was
were we
like,
on? A
we're good.
757?
737, I think.
No, not on
No?
the way there. We were on something else.
I don't know.
Because the 737s, they got those new shitty seats that are like thin. It's like leaning on a Pop Tart, but you get more
Are they
room.
comfortable?
They lean back. They're more leaned back, which
They're
is
more
nice.
leaned back when they're like upright.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're shaped like a spoon. So you have a little bit of curvature so that you could sit like a Neanderthal with your head forward like I always do, but you're more leaned back when you do that.
And then get sciatica when you land because
Right.
you've been slouching
on the way
for
back-
5 hours.
on the way back, I had the aisle.
Nice.
She had the middle seat
Mm-hmm.
and no one next to her. And she stayed in the middle seat.
No way.
What the hell was that?
You didn't want me to stay there?
Yeah. Explain yourself.
I would have never stayed there in 1,000 years. I would have moved.
So,
Because then we both get 2 armrests.
well, part of me with the plane, we know the side panel fell off of that one plane.
Yeah.
So-
Those were in front.
So-
The door plugs were
wait.
in front of us, though. We would have been fine.
What does... Never mind.
Those are
Keep going.
Boeings, right?
Well, we were on
That's
a
the whole-
737 MAX 9, which had all of the
The Max
problems.
9 is the one that had the door fall off. And that's what we were on going home.
It also has had 2 total losses.
So it is in the back of my head the whole time. Like, if I'm in the window seat,
we took off.
I could
something
go-
clunked, and it was
And
lugged.
just scooting over one seat is going to save you?
yeah. The lady who got, okay,
just
when
enough.
the lady got sucked out of the window, it was only the lady in the window seat.
Oh.
That different
I mean, all
incident.
right. That's fair.
Did she have her seatbelt on though?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, clearly
Probably
not.
I had my
I'm
seatbelt
going to
on.
assume not.
We did hear a clunk on takeoff and landing, but it was a suitcase in the overhead.
It was.
That's what you think.
I thought about moving, but I was comfy. I don't know.
So
I think I'm scared to fly now. I don't know.
Oh, I hate it. Now, one more thing before we move on to the show. Well, 2 more things because Nick has a thing. I was watching Clarkson's Farm. Season 3's out. It's a great show.
God, I haven't watched 2.
Season 3's out on Amazon Prime.
I don't know that show at all.
It's Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear. He has a farm. It's brilliant.
Oh, nice.
It's a brilliant show. I
Brilliant.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Season 3. Prime, which I pay money for. I pay them, what, like $90 a year
Yeah.
for Prime?
Yeah.
So that I can...
No, it's more than that.
Like 120 or
Yeah.
something.
Great. I pay them $10 a month, in effect, to have e-waste shipped to my front door in 2 days. And to watch one show on Prime. I just want to watch Clarkson's Farm, really. And the Grand Tour once a year when that comes out. I think the last one is in a couple months. I'm watching Clarkson's Farm now on Prime that I pay for
Get that poor man's
with
Prime.
money. I got a pre-roll ad in the middle of my
so
episode.
dumb.
I pay
Oh, in the middle?
money
It was-
in the
See,
middle. Now, when
that is not
when the
cool.
ad rollout started, it was just like pre-episode.
Yeah.
Now there's
Which fine.
mid-roll ads. These episodes are 49 minutes or so there's 2. It stops my episode twice.
That drives me
Richest
crazy.
man on earth. He's not giving me any more service
No.
to make me want to pay him more money to not get ads. I don't know. But I wrote this down. I said that night, I hope Bezos' new plastic wife uses too much teeth tonight, that rat bastard. So you had a thing that you messaged us in Discord because you started a
God.
new job because your old job was being mismanaged by rich people and they
boy.
fired you.
Wow,
Classic.
we're saying that.
The
okay.
theme of tonight.
You're not
I
wrong.
What are they going to do? Fire me? Good luck.
Yeah, I started a new job, and part of that was they wanted to do a background check. So they needed my license and social security card. I haven't seen my social security card in 20 years. I had no idea where it was.
I have 2.
How?
I have 2 birth certificates too.
Interesting.
Who are you?
I'm me twice.
So I knew I had a box just full of crap that you just throw stuff in. You don't need it. You're never going to look at it, but you can't throw it away.
That's a man thing.
It's a man thing.
You gotta have your shit
Organize
box.
your stuff.
Nah.
At least get like a folder.
Here's the thing.
Just a folder.
You knew it was in that box.
I know it's in the box, and I only need the box. This is the first time I've looked in the box in at least 3 years.
But you knew it was in there.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Okay.
It ended up. It ended up
have
It
lied.
ended up being at my sister's house from when I lived there like
Oh my
5 years
God.
ago.
At
least you found it.
Remember that?
Yeah, dude,
He's been
it's been a mess.
everywhere.
Anyways, as I'm going through this box, I find these papers that are 29 years old,
Oh, wow.
That's as old as she is.
and it's
Thank you.
and it's a so long story short, when I was born, I had like fluid on my lung, had a heart murmur. It was a whole thing. So I had to do
It's like me now.
every 6 months or so, I'd have to go to a doctor, get a checkup. These are notes from one of the checkups.
Okay.
And I'm reading through it, and it's like, oh, he's playing with his blocks. He sits in a chair, whatever.
He sits in a chair. Write that down.
I was 2, all right? I was 2.5 years old.
Developmental.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, you
Doctor's
should have
like,
been sitting for a while. I'd
This
say.
kid sits.
And mind you, my siblings at this point are 13 years old and 11 years old.
You're 2.
I'm 2.
Nice.
And I'm reading through all this, and it gets to the part where my parents say something to the doctor.
Yes.
What do they
And
Probably, hi, doctor.
and by parents, I mean mom, because my dad would never say this crap. It says, parents report to Nicholas that he has been relatively typical in gross motor development. Great.
Gross.
He is noted to be somewhat clumsier than the other 2 children of the family. Which, one, they're 13 and 14. I'm 2.
They already knew. However, now you're 30
His motor
and
skills are gross.
And they're gross. And then in another one, this one freaking cracked me up even more. Nicholas refers to himself by a pronoun. He pushes a toy with good steering. He's able to feed himself, but occasionally will spill a little. And if you know me, that is
you're clumsy and
so on brand.
You spill everything.
I have been consistent since
whole
the
life.
day I was born. Every time I spill something, I'm just being 100% me.
You're being true to yourself.
I was
Need to cut this with a
rolling.
compilation of him dropping his phone.
exactly.
Just screenshots of my shirt. At the end of every day, there's just stuff on my shirt. It's just a thing that happens in my life. I stopped wearing white
make,
T-shirts because of it.
Big room bibs for you.
Big
Big room bib.
Bibs.
BBB. B about BRB.
BRB.
Let's forget I said BBB. BRB.
Big boom bibs.
Big boom.
Big
bibs.
bang boom. Bibs.
Big boob bibs.
Now,
Big bang boom.
we watched a movie.
Oh yeah.
Keeping in the theme of epic films, you know,
Lord of the
Gladiator,
Rings. Star Wars.
Phantom
Sword
Menace,
Phantom Menace.
Fantasy.
Curse of the Black Pearl,
Classic.
Return of the King. We watched The Nice Guys.
Ah,
You know what?
so
though?
nice.
Great movie.
It's so good.
I'll say it. It was good. Now, I think Carl said that this is the first movie we've done in 2 years that only I haven't seen. I can't
thought so.
quantify that.
I mean, I believe that.
I think it's been me and at least one other person every other time, but who knows? There's been a couple where only I had seen them, but I'm the only one who hasn't seen this movie. So we're on a Gosling kick. I mean, we watched The Fall Guy, which also bombed,
but was also great.
but was also
in
great.
my opinion.
This movie's great, and it bombed too.
It makes me sad.
It had a budget of
Yeah, that didn't make sense because it's got something for everybody.
It's so like it genuinely makes me laugh out loud so many times.
Budget was 50 million. Box office it made 62.8. And
Sad.
typically you take the budget and double it for marketing. So this movie made no.
Maybe negative.
is shocking.
Definitely negative. And The Fall Guy's worse because that movie's budget was like 100 and something, and it made like also 50 something. So not.
It's okay.
looking
Ryan
great.
has Barbie. He's fine.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. That's what I don't understand. Is what. Was it the market? Was the marketing bad? This movie came out 8 years ago. I don't remember anything about
Yeah.
the rollout. Like, was the marketing bad? Because all we've been telling Hollywood for years is, hey, we want rom-coms, we want dumb, fun movies.
Original movies.
And then they make rom-coms and dumb, fun movies, and nobody watches them.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to see them. We're all watching whatever Scorsese shits out that's 3.5 hours long, or like what was the Napoleon movie? That was
Yeah.
like 27 hours long, and just who is watching Oppenheimer? Boring. Who
Don't
cares
watch that.
about Oppenheimer? I'd rather watch a documentary. Not watching that. But then Barbie worked, so that's why did Barbie work?
But I feel like Barbie got the same attention as like Oppenheimer.
The Barbenheimer meme.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah, that was.
Barbenheimer definitely
That
contributed
needs to be
a lot
studied.
to. Yeah.
Or even like
both
just a
movies.
Scorsese or whatever. Like I feel like it got that attention.
Christopher Nolan.
And
yeah.
it was like a year out when they announced it.
maybe
or
because
maybe
it's
more.
so ridiculous.
I remember seeing Ryan Gosling, like the first picture they released of him as Ken. I went, this is not real.
No, everyone hated on Ryan
does look
Gosling
kinda goofy.
so hard.
Do you remember when
They were like, he's too old. He looks stupid and ridiculous. like
maybe it was the
it was
controversy.
hated.
Do you remember when the set pictures leaked of them rollerblading on the beach?
No.
And they
Oh, I
were in
remember.
bright ass pink, and paparazzi snapped them and went, "What is
What
this?"
is this?
And then it was revealed that it was Barbie,
That's awesome.
and we were like, "What?" And then that movie is genuinely one of my favorite movies we've watched for the show. It's unbelievable.
It's a fun movie.
I watched it with Nick and Josh, who was in Lord of the Rings with us in theaters with the women ladies. The
women.
three of us were laughing more than they were.
rolling.
It was
I
hilarious.
just quiet laugh a lot. So I was laughing a lot, but you don't hear it because I just kind of vibrate.
Blow
Yeah.
hair through your nose. Just like.
Yeah.
And then I
It's
asked,
really shocking though that this didn't do well because like Gosling's had so many big blockbusters that.
And
like,
Russell Crowe. Like Russell Crowe's
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
name too. Like what the heck?
I mean,
Is
I
he
didn't see it in
past his
theaters, so
prime,
I'm
though?
part of the problem. But
but
no.
I think, like, yeah, so one of the things I poised last night was maybe The Nice Guys would have done well in a post-Barbie world, and then Danielle rightly said, well, Fall Guys bombed.
Yeah.
So I don't
What is
think
it? What's it
it's
rated though?
R.
Yeah.
Fall Guys is
A lot,
PG-13.
a lot of boobs.
This is R.
there was a lot
Instant.
of boobs.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot how many boobs there were. I was
I
like,
forgot
okay.
to. Yeah.
Like,
Not
it-
necessarily
in
the
the
most
first minute,
family friendly.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, my first note was,
Definitely
what the hell is this opening? Because it's just nudie mags
The-
and
oh
dead
my
porn
God.
stars.
yeah.
The opening of this movie,
imagine-
though, does such a good job of establishing the story and the protagonist. Within like 15 minutes, it like kind of you get that kind of the Misty Mountains crashing through the car or through the house. That kind of sets up the larger narrative, and then you get like 2 introductions to the protagonist, and like in 15 minutes they're all kind of interwoven, and it just kicks off from there. So they do a really good job of like hitting the ground running.
I was surprised at like how invested I got with like the mystery and the story. Like it wasn't just a fun laugh, whatever. Like I was genuinely invested. Like what is going to happen?
It's good storytelling.
It's
I
a
think.
neo-noir film.
Yeah. I think I like neo-noir more than traditional noir just because I haven't gotten the traditional noir that I've wanted yet.
Nobody's
Yeah.
been in the range.
I don't
since
think it
Work
exists,
Code.
Carl.
We're gonna
I don't
find
think it does.
we're gonna find the American Diner rain monologue, steaming cup of coffee, empty diner. We're gonna find
gotta
that.
be
You're only going to get
yeah.
that if you watch the
I did
CW's
have
Riverdale.
a thought about the
or that
intro.
one SpongeBob episode.
Yeah, that kid, he has got to be traumatized.
I
He
was
sneaks
thinking the
into
same
his parents'
thing.
house, gets a nudie mag. It's a woman that then crashes through his house and dies. That kid has got to be so like
He
freaked
covers
out,
her
like-
dead naked body with his
Yeah.
shirt before
Yeah.
something happens. Like he just then.
I guess the cops showed up. Yeah,
I
but
guess.
I was like,
Why was she? She just had to be
We don't
naked
know why
when
she's
it crashed.
naked.
I don't know if we
Or
know
it
how she
threw-
died or.
Threw her clothes off.
The
in
nudity
the crash.
there
It may-
doesn't quite make sense.
She may have just had her bathrobe on or something that came off, or maybe she was running from someone, but the brakes were out. I don't know. They don't really get into that.
I mean, we can assume that the Department of Justice lady had her killed. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
for all we know, that she was running like everybody else was running from everything for the rest of the whole movie.
I thought, because it's so over the top, I thought it was like he was imagining all of that happening. Like he gets the magazine open and then like starts to daydream.
Yeah.
Nope,
But nope,
it was
real
real.
life.
What kind of daydream ends in a death, though? Like,
I like that the movie that the director did right before this was Iron Man 3.
Oh my god.
He wrote and directed Iron Man 3.
Who was the director?
Shane Black.
All right.
He's best known
One of the-
apparently for being in the original Predator, but I don't remember his character at least by name. But it's been 13 years since I've seen Predator. Set in 1977 LA, which I thought was cool. There was a couple like little quirks about the film setting. Like at the very end, there's a shot of Ryan Gosling for some reason like near a car, and we get like a sweeping shot of the city and like an interstate, and you could tell that the interstate was CGI because it had to be, or we'd see modern cars down there.
yeah.
I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, oh, that's fake.
I always wonder logistically how they manage that.
And then I wondered too, like they CGI'd the cars. I wonder if the skyline was changed or if that would have been too much work.
They did film
think
this
anyone
movie
cares.
in downtown Atlanta. It was not filmed in LA. Fun facts.
Oh.
That's one of my fun facts. Little
So maybe
sprinkle.
the skyline
Little Salt
was
Bay
BS.
So it could have been BS. What?
Little Salt Bay
Little,
fact.
little Salt Bay fact.
Salt fact.
Salt fact.
Fact Bay.
Fact salt.
There it is. We got there.
I love Keith David. I love him. He's great. He's the black guy.
Keith
I was
David.
like, I don't know
Yeah.
who
Oh,
Keith David
From
is.
Community too, yeah.
From that
Also,
3 seconds
haven't
of
seen
Roadhouse.
also
Oh yeah.
from he's the Arbiter in Halo. He's the voice of the Arbiter.
Why did you look at me like
I don't know.
You're
I
gonna love
looked
this.
I looked at you. You've never played Halo. Then I looked at him, who I don't think has ever played Halo. So hey,
Nobody,
Very little.
nobody here
Yeah.
gets it.
hey, David. He's the Arbiter.
He's got an amazing voice.
Oh, it's great. It's great. I love it. What was the one quote? So I wrote down just basically quotes for this movie because
Here's
It's such a quote. The
mystery
dialogue
plots are
is
hard.
so
What's
good.
up?
what was funny, hilarious to me was, I knew I liked this movie. And so when I know I like something, I'm so nervous. Like, what if he hates it? And we've talked this movie up a lot.
Yeah,
so I'm
all
like,
of you guys have.
watch Cameron hate it. But he was literally like quoting Ryan Gosling before he would say the line. So
I did it
like
again.
the
That's great.
first like 20 minutes of the movie, like
Did you write examples?
I wrote it down. Yeah. So I think Ryan Gosling, his wife called something a rumpy pumpy, and Cameron goes, "What
Yeah.
the fuck does that mean?" And then immediately Ryan Gosling, "I don't know what the fuck that means." And then he
She's
mentioned
British. I don't know.
bourbon martinis, and Cameron goes, "Disgusting." Ryan Gosling immediately, "That's disgusting."
Well, no. The
Like,
exact quote was, "She was here 3 or 4 nights ago talking about what's the chick we're chasing."
Amelia.
Amelia.
Yeah, she was here 3 or 4 nights ago, drank bourbon martinis, and Ryan Gosling goes, "Ew." And I was like, "That's
Disgusting.
gross."
Yeah.
Another
I
funny
think
one
it's like
was
seconds before he walks the little dollar shirt over.
Yeah. Bourbon and
It's like, that's
vermouth
very pretty.
gross.
and olives.
Yeah.
Olives and bourbon.
I don't know anything about that, but those are both gross things. But at one point, Ryan Gosling's wearing a purple suit, a maroon suit. Russell Crowe goes, I can't remember. He go, I have messed it up now. I'm so sorry, everybody. Anyways, Russell Crowe calls it purple. Cameron goes, it's maroon. Immediately afterwards, Ryan goes, it's maroon. Just the whole movie is just Cameron saying the lines in the movie.
Is Ryan Gosling.
Like 0.5 seconds.
Can I make a statement?
Yes.
Ryan Gosling. I've now seen 3 or 4 Ryan Gosling movies in the past year or so. He's really moving up for me in the Ryan
Great
role.
boy.
You guys just didn't understand.
I still think that I would rather hold hands and walk into the sunset with Ryan Reynolds. Because I think as a person, I would get along with him more. But as an actor right now, Ryan Gosling is so fun. Like in the scene
His
where
range is crazy.
he's doing his PI detective stuff. And it's at that bar where she drank bourbon martinis. He sneaks around back, wraps his hand in like a handkerchief.
Yeah.
It's like the width of 3 fingers.
Yeah, punches through plate
Single
glass.
toilet paper.
And then, of course, pulls his arm back, and it's shribbing.
That's a lot of blood.
And he just goes,
That's
a lot of blood. And like goes to the hospital, which is it's so funny. And then the little nun that wheels him out in the wheelchair,
Yes.
she goes, "Are you willing to find God?" And he's just like deadpan staring into the open. Just, I'm trying to find Amelia.
Puts the hat on her.
Tries to put the hat on her.
So good.
It's really funny.
And this is the second movie we've seen him kind of play detective in. The Blade Runner, he's just a very serious kind of detective. And
Oh,
this
I
is
didn't
like,
even-
he's kind of
forgot
comic
about Blade
relief.
Runner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Russell
The
Crowe
range this guy's got. It's
is
bananas.
also
So good.
jarring to look at because Russell Crowe is like Gladiator Russell Crowe frozen in time for me.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's not
He's a little
that-
Well,
Bored
he
now.
purposely gained some extra weight for this role because
Gotcha.
he's you know
Purposely?
he's like he's already like older, but then he put on like an extra 30 pounds or so to be like the beefy like brute force like I'm
Yeah.
gonna punch you guy.
This movie reminded me at several moments of The Big Lebowski, of Pulp Fiction.
I literally had that
little
written
bit.
down. I literally wrote down, it reminds me of, oh, sorry, finish.
A Big Lebowski, Pulp Fiction. I think I had another one, but I don't think I wrote it down.
I wrote the Big Lebowski meets Inside Llewyn Davis, but mostly because of the cynicism and like kind of the bleak
yeah.
ending.
I get that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
God, that is so funny.
No
But Big
cats, though.
Lebowski is funny because it had this similar. Big Lebowski is a movie that I didn't like when we watched it, but when I look back on that movie, I like remembering Big Lebowski a lot. I need to
One of the
watch it
things that I noticed that they both did, and Pirates of the Caribbean does this too with dialogue, is they kind of echo. Like in the Big Lebowski, like somebody will say something, and then like the next scene, somebody else will say that thing again.
Oh, right.
And that kind of, I feel like, makes it, and like they do that a lot in like
stringing
yeah,
scenes
but I feel like it
together.
helps with pacing to make it feel like it's really happening fast, and it makes it feel like everything's connected even more. But yeah, it was. I love this movie.
The
so
pacing's
much.
really good in the movie.
Yes.
I didn't feel. I
Yeah.
felt a little. So the beginning. Carl's right. The first 10, 15 minutes where we establish every single character goes by really well and flows a bit. Where I found and this is a lull in every kind of film where the plot works like this, but when we were getting Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe trying to get that relationship to turn into a partnership, that was a bit of a.
Yeah.
There's a
I
little.
don't know, man. That scene where he's on the toilet.
Oh my god.
That was such
Turn around.
slapstick comedy.
Shut your eyes.
Turn back
Doesn't
around.
know, right?
You know what? Never mind. Turn around. Can I open my eyes?
Just like, how many takes do you think that took? Because he drops his cigarette, he's trying to get the door, he's kicking the thing, he's like fumbling all these. That's like, he does it so effortlessly. I'm like, that is not easy to pull off. Like, oh my God.
I
How does he
don't
do
know the right word to describe how Ryan Gosling acts in this movie. It's not
It's
like
it's
my brain goes like endearing, but that's not the right word. Like it's just
Well, it's he
witty.
toes this line of being like witty for sure, but it's like he's kind of a tortured hero because he's drinking himself like every
His wife
blind
died.
basically, but he's also kind of slapstick comedy relief.
Yeah.
He kind of
Right,
does
it's-
a little bit of both. Like none of it ever really feels depressing.
it's cool because he's the he's not a stereotypical drunk because he's good at everything. It's like he's Harmonish in that aspect. Like he drinks a lot, but he's really good at his job. His daughter calls him the worst detective in the world, and then he's immediately like solves the note. It's not an airport.
Well,
it's
kind
like
of.
the airport, kind of, and then stumbles into the right thing, and he's like, "I'm a great detective."
Like he stumbles into almost everything.
Right,
Like when
and
he falls off the balcony, and like he
my
kind
God.
of
Did you
he gets
fall
lucky
again?
a lot.
Did you fall down there?
Fell.
Yeah, he's cool because he's like Russell Crowe almost plays like the straight man because he's the consummate professional, but he's like he's got the shadier profession. Like Gosling's got the more legitimate detective-y profession, but he's a slovenly drunk who gets lucky often, but is very clumsy and screws things up a lot. Whereas Russell Crowe is the consummate pro, but with the backdoor job, which I really like.
Yeah.
I loved when he broke his wrist.
Oh my
No.
God.
Yeah.
No.
It's funny too. 'cause, like,
When you're talking to your doctor, tell him you have a spiral fracture of your left radius. His
so
squeaky,
funny.
screechy screams that he has throughout the film are so funny.
Yeah.
His body language in this movie is so good. Like whenever they're in the elevator and the elevator opens
my
and there's people
God.
getting shot, and then they go back in the elevator, go down,
He's pressing the button a million times.
and the guy falls out the window behind him, and you see Gosling's whole body just start shaking. No noise,
Yeah.
it's nothing, just absolutely trembling.
And Russell Crowe's just not even phased by hardly like Healy's character, but like, oh my God, he's just like shaking.
Or when he
It's so
stumbles
funny.
upon Sid, the dead guy at
Yeah.
the tree, and he's just like,
Point. When Holly is trying to give him the gun and like is waving it at him, he's like, Jesus! It's like, it's so funny.
I have a line from the bowling alley when Russell Crowe and
God.
Ryan Gosling they're meeting up, and it's the establishing shot for the bowling alley, and it's all the teen girls arguing over bowling shoes, and he's like, "God damn it! Wait a second!" Or something like that. And
One
his
at a
daughter,
time.
one of the girls goes, "You took the Lord's name in vain." And he goes, "No, I didn't, Janet. I found it very useful. Okay, Janet.
He's really hitting that Janet hard.
Found
Yeah.
it very useful. So taking the Lord's name in vain is crazy.
Found it
It's
very
so
useful,
good.
Janet.
And also, can I say, 70s facial hair is awesome.
yeah.
It's awesome. I wish I
I was
had
very
thick enough
tempted.
facial hair to do the chops and the stash and the thick soul patch. Oh,
Dude,
man, I would
yeah.
look so cool.
I think I have enough to do just that, but I don't think I can pull it off like Ryan, so I'm not going to do it.
Oh, man. And then when they get to the
Bringing
party.
you a rim job. Rim shot.
I forgot about that one. I love too. How many times do I have to tell you? Don't say "and stuff." Just "Daddy,
I
there's
love
whores
that.
here."
There's horns.
Today, I was sending a text and I almost put "and stuff" in my text.
I was
and then I
trying-
was like, no, I can't.
Daddy, there's whores here.
Ryan wouldn't want me to.
I was trying to
Daddy's
find a way to
voice
put
here.
and stuff in Discord all day.
Daddy, there's whores here.
Don't say and stuff. Just say they're doing anal.
They're doing.
I wrote
I love how
down-
quickly that turns around.
I wrote down a competent drunk.
Yeah.
trope. That's where I was trying to reach for. Oh, that elevator scene that y'all were talking about. I wrote down "Screw Captain America." That's a better elevator scene.
I thought about that.
Before that was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Cracks the neck and beats up all the guys, but that's a better one. I love it.
It's
I
so
loved
good.
that one. All the Dr. Malik character. It's when things really
John
start
Boy.
to hit the fan
John
because
Boy, okay.
they find Amelia pretty quickly, like halfway through the movie,
Yeah.
which is when you know,
Falls right
we're
in their
going for a
lap.
ride. Also, the whole thing's kind of like a Clue episode. Like we have the murder instantly, and then we just slowly get like more murders. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's not like a Knives Out kind of deal where we've got a bunch of suspects and we're trying to find who did this
I haven't
murder.
seen that yet.
And it's
still.
not who it is.
Yeah, no spoil.
But this one, it's just murder, 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 murder. So we're following like this like Hansel and
Breadcrumbs.
Gretel breadcrumb
Yeah.
trail of
We're trying to
of
figure
dead
out the
bodies.
larger thing. What's really happening here? It's like we're not trying to figure out.
And it's even
Yes.
crazier when Amelia gets shot and killed, and then you're like,
Did not
where,
see
where are
that
we going?
coming.
where are we gonna go from here?
Yeah.
Which hold that, put a pin in that. The Dr. Malik guy, what was his name? John Boy.
John Boy.
John Boy.
I wrote down, did
Waltons.
Henry Cavill not pick up the phone? Because they look so I love talking about how actors are like in the same file in like Hollywood's cabinet, and those two dudes have to be right next to each other. Similar facial structures, similar vibes to me.
Maybe they
liked
just wanted a
that.
giant penny-sized mole.
Yeah, they've got to be in the same file. The spinning car gag at the end of the movie where he's hiding behind the car. Like
Oh my god.
what did I just say to
so
put a
good.
pin in?
The Department of Justice lady.
Oh no, it's when Amelia gets shot by John Boy, because they get Amelia, and then I don't remember why Ryan Gosling and him leave. Why did they leave?
See, I actually had a question about that. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, this part bothers me because I feel like it's dumb on their part. They get called away from the house.
Oh, it's to pick up the money.
To pick up the money. Because all of a sudden they have to, pay a thing, and it's obvious. It's all a setup to get them away from the house. That's the one part of this movie that I'm like, would they really just both leave?
Yeah.
Like, when they know this girl has been, like,
what they're
chased for
thinking
days?
is like runaway girl. Let's get her back to the mom. Like maybe of the two, the girl is lying.
Which he says
And
that
it's the
that's
Department
what
of
he thinks.
Justice too, so you've got that whole
If you
angle.
have a briefcase full of what, a couple million,
you open it.
you look
100,000.
at it.
Yeah.
You open
Not
it.
The weird
them.
thing
They
is,
trust
Tally calls them and is like, hey, she's asked me to put all this money in a thing before she knows Amelia's there.
Right.
So why did she call?
Maybe
another plot hole. Maybe.
Well, John Boy knew to call the house, so maybe he knew. Like they knew
But
that
she
Amelia.
sent John Boy.
Right.
So she
Well,
called
they
before she knew
told-
Amelia was there to get them away for what?
Maybe
Well,
they
no,
knew that
they did.
Amelia
No, I
was-
think Tally called the house and then told Ryan Gosling's character something, and then he said that we have her here, and she was like, "Oh, Amelia's there," and then she's
But why
like,
did she call initially, though?
"I don't remember." Maybe he calls her.
I don't remember either.
He tells her
This
that they
is
have
not
Amelia.
that important.
You're right.
No, but it was one where I was like, that's a loophole. Like, I've watched it
I'm
like
sure
3 or
there's
4 times in the
plenty.
past
I
week.
do
just 'cause
agree
it's such a good movie.
that in the whole like circle of the plot, that's the loosest part.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the film felt tight, and that was the least believable. Like I kind of came out of it at that point.
I get annoyed when people hold
didn't believe
guns on
that-
you, and it's like, just
Yeah.
shoot them.
Oh
like,
yeah,
just
because the
shoot
daughter,
him.
it's like just blow.
Just-
Especially
Right.
when he whips the switchblade out, it's like I would
Just
put
shoot it.
all 5 of those rounds
Well, she's
in
like
your chest.
13, too.
You're right.
It's like, she's a
Holly-
child. It's like
I'd kill him and
terrifying.
sleep like a baby.
Holly was Holly was kind of awesome. Like
Yeah.
She's pretty
the
good.
daughter, she did a lot of like she figured stuff out and wasn't just like kind of drug along in the movie as the
Yeah,
daughter. Like
yeah.
she actually did stuff.
Yeah, she wasn't a stumbling block. She actually helped open doors. Yeah.
Danielle got not mad at me, but something at me last night when Healy kills Blueface, like just
Blueface.
handkerchief chokes him to death. I was like, that probably feels good.
Then I was like, that's not a question you should wonder. like,
Snuff out a
you
person.
shouldn't be wondering that.
It's
You
like
know,
you tried to kill me and
I
snuff
get it.
you
Threw
out.
his
I get
fish,
it.
man.
Is that a sign of
He
like
threw his fish.
a psychopath?
That bothered me more than it should have.
The
Like,
second
you just
one
threw
too.
a fish.
Yeah,
the
like, oh,
fish
no.
is dying. What is
Like,
the
what are you
point? You didn't have to do that.
Innocent bystander, man.
It's just a fish, dude.
Yeah. You're gonna fucking eat it, you fucking. It's like, all right, calm down. Like, he's not gonna eat it.
When he shoots Keith David's character in the leg, and then he's like, "I'll move away." Michigan's good.
Yeah, good.
I
I'm gonna shoot you in the cock.
the briefcase stuff was the loosest part, but it gave us, or at least for me, one of my favorite parts of the movie, which was the
hallucination
the
scene?
hallucination.
The
When he's-
Hannibal beat the Hannibal Buress.
Oh my god, it's so good.
What was it,
But-
Hannibal Buress?
Yeah, yeah.
But it
yeah.
was the setup of the ankle gun. Where
Oh,
he imagines
yes.
that
Yeah.
Russell Crowe's character has the gun on his ankle.
I missed that. I forgot
then-
that was a hallucination.
And then he goes to reach for it when they're in the hotel.
He
He's like,
frantically-
"What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna
did I
ask him, I'm
dream?
gonna ask him."
Did I dream that?" Oh my god, it's so
Who
good.
told you I have an ankle
Freaking
gun?
genius.
So much of the movie's just him calling March a moron. He's like, "You fucking fell again." Like, you fucking moron.
Did you fall again? It's so good.
I love that Healy is kind of like the morally good guy, but he's also like, I guess he's lawful good because he wouldn't help Amelia until he got all the money.
That's chaotic.
Like he's like,
good,
"You're
right?
short." That's weird. It's kind of a weird flex to be like, kind of like, "Yeah, I want to help you, but you gotta, meet the money first." Like,
Like especially
kind of
you're
lawful
$7
good.
short. Like
Yeah, $7. But
Okay.
in the 70s, it's probably like what,
lesson.
$50 today.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's true.
That's
But,
fair.
yeah.
Spinning car gag. We mentioned that.
Spinning car was good.
It's really good.
So funny.
What was the? Hang on.
Oh wait,
The kid that fucking. You want to see my dick? He's like, Jesus Christ.
I got a big dick. You guys want to see my dick?
Such a weird.
so
movie.
when Amelia dies is for me when the movie gets really interesting because she runs out of March's house after March and what's his face. What's the other character?
Healy.
Jackson.
Healy.
Healy. Well, March and Healy bone out to go get the suitcase, and then he leaves. They leave Amelia with the daughter and her friend, which is stupid.
Yeah.
I was pretty confident that Amelia was going to bone out, and that's exactly what she does. They're like, stay in the closet, and she just leaves out a window, runs out into the street, and then John Boyd just shoots her and kills her.
like,
And I
wow.
was like, oh, that's where we're going with this. So two things happened like earlier than you think they should happen. They find Amelia very quickly, and then they kill Amelia with like 35 minutes left in the movie. And I just went, well, this
Like
just got
an hour left.
Yeah, I'm like, this just got very interesting.
Yeah.
Because where do we go from here? And they bring back the perfect character to keep us going, which is the the old lady that hired March in the first place.
Yeah.
That character returning was brilliant because it got us right back in. We went, oh yeah, this lady's still around. And we have to solve the part of the mystery that we've all forgotten at this point because so much has happened. Who did she see? And oh, this is a desk because of the 70s furniture is crazy. And then it comes up and then, oh, it was a projection onto the wall. She did see her, which means the movie's still out there, which means if we can't keep
that
Amelia
dress
safe,
revelation, yeah.
we can bring her mom
Yeah.
down maybe,
We can finish the mission she started.
which is pretty cool. And, you know, I love the whole subplot of the big three, Chrysler, GM, and Ford, like polluting and trying to keep catalytic converters out. And I was listening to an episode of Harmontown earlier because Danielle was like, why was there smog in LA or
No.
something?
No, I think you were like, do you know why there's why
Okay.
the smog? No, you said, do you know why there's a smog alert?
Right.
Because there was lead in
there was
it.
lead in the gas.
Huh.
Because Jeff Davis was talking about having smog warnings, like when he was in elementary school around the time this movie was made, and it was because of like there was so much lead in the gas, and as soon as they switched to unleaded gas, like a lot of the smog lifted.
Which I never really like put it together, like
Unleaded.
unleaded gas.
Yeah, I never.
It's literally
gas
lead.
with-
learn
without
something new
lead.
every day.
Leadless.
Like what?
we
Makes
were just
sense.
Never thought about it.
exploding lead and exhausting it into the atmosphere. Cool.
I've
great.
never thought about the meaning of the word unleaded.
Right?
Now you know.
Never.
Until this moment. That's wild.
Not that that's what all smog is, because obviously there's smog in other places and unleaded gases.
Imagine having
Like-
a gas car.
Yeah, imagine, dude, driving around in your Roomba.
Oh,
So yeah, I loved bringing that lady back in.
Nice full circle
All
moment.
the bullet holes in the house. He's like, we're remodeling.
The tree down in the front yard.
Also,
Never trusted
not
that tree.
how that works. You can't just shoot a tree down with a submachine gun.
If you shoot it in the right spot.
Maybe
No.
I thought the car hit it. Maybe.
No, you
but
need a belt-fed.
If you're very consistent,
No.
straight across
No.
on all sides.
It was the 70s. Trees were different. back then.
Mythbusters did it.
Oh.
They eventually did it, I bet.
Yeah, with a belt-fed 50 caliber mounted on top of a Humvee.
I'm just saying, possible.
Not
It
with
can
a
be done.
submachine. I guess if you sat there for 2 days with an MP5,
Chip it slowly chipping away.
you
Yeah.
could, but like that quickly, no. It's cracking me up.
Possible.
Got all the where they're doing the shootout in the house, and he brings the cookie jar. Toss me that gun. Throws the gun out the window, and then it comes brings the cookie jar and just dumps loose bullets on the floor. I'm like, this is my home invasion nightmare.
Yeah.
Like I've run out of bullets, and now I gotta go find my boxes and get the
Yeah.
rounds out. And
God.
Also, nobody has a cookie jar anymore. That's not really a
that's
thing.
true. That's
Bring
true.
those
Let's get one.
back.
Do you think you'd
Yeah.
eat more Oreos if they were in a cookie jar?
No, you know what I did today?
'Cause you can get more of
is
a-
I went to the pantry and I ate one Oreo.
You gotta stop.
All the time.
You're
gotta
a madman.
We can't let you keep doing
I like
this.
that you hate what is an objectively good habit of eating only one Oreo.
You have to gorge yourself, dude. Get a glass
Yeah,
of
if
milk,
I-
eat 30 Oreos like a man.
You'll want to die when you're done, but that's the way you gotta do it.
Can I say the
That's the
one?
way I live my
Can
life.
I say the one trope that made me roll my eyes?
Ooh, yeah.
So
What?
at the very beginning of the movie, he's got written on in
Oh.
pen on his
Oh, yeah.
hand, "You will never be happy." And then at the end of the movie, when he's on the ground after the car spinning scene, it's basically mission accomplished. Like he's sitting up against the car, everybody's blown up, like everybody's dead basically, and he looks down at his hand and never be is rubbed out, so it just says "You'll be happy," and I groaned in the living room. I didn't like that.
Gave me hope.
That's dumb. And I did love the line from the Department of Justice lady in the courtroom when they're like, he's like speaking fake German to make her like draw the Hitler parallel. But she says, "You can't take Detroit down." And I wrote LMAO, but Japan can. Even he says, "Well, I'll be driving Japanese
then later
electric
in the movie.
cars." And I'm like, not electric, but Japan is what destroyed Detroit. They had more reliable cars for much cheaper. So when Datsun and Toyota and Honda all came over in the 80s, it was curtains for Detroit.
One of my favorite lines was when they're up in the hotel room and what's her name? Tally has the gun on him, and the daughter knocks on the door, throws the coffee on her, and she's like, "Why'd you throw cold coffee on me? I got it in the hallway and I thought it was hot. I like where your head's at, sweetheart. That really could have worked out."
And then it did.
He's a good dad.
That line where Holly tells Healy, "I'm friends with the cop, you know, and he likes my dad a lot too." And he's like, maybe they should get married." And I was like, "Oh, that's so good."
And then he just kind of chuckles as she walks away.
Yeah,
Healy's
She's
great
like,
because he gets pretty protective of her. I loved the realization of Healy when he finds her reading her book in the field. Because I think he had seen her doing that. He mentions earlier in the movie.
When he first went to beat him up, she was
when she gives him a yoo-hoo.
out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Gives her all the... and then he gets
And
the
then
case.
he drops them all.
Yeah, that was yes.
I loved the
Feel bad for
learning
the
when
yoo-hoos.
she
And the
goes,
fish.
"Your foot's in
Yeah.
the toilet right now, and now it's on the carpet." And he immediately gets, "Oh, this is where your house was." Because I was slow on that uptake. I didn't quite get it until they had
I liked
a
how he
little
kicked
more.
his foot to get it a little bit dry.
Right. That's when I'm like,
Oh.
because he seems like a good guy for the whole film. And then we have that moment. And it's like, oh, he's a really good guy. And then she stops him from killing John Boy at the top. And I'm like, she changed him a bit. So it's like she has two dads.
She's kind of the moral
Maybe
compass.
they should get married.
Ooh.
It is
Nice
Pride
guys
Month.
too. Yeah.
Pride Month.
It was
bless
also the
those-
70s.
God bless those guys.
So maybe not.
So there's a theory that this movie
Ooh.
is actually a sequel, like
To
in
Pulp
quotes,
Fiction.
to L.A. Confidential. Because
No way.
L.A. Confidential is 1950s.
Hang on, let me remember that movie. That was so
That was a
long
Russell
ago.
Crowe movie
Yes.
set
Russell
in the
Crowe
1950s
and-
L.A.
Who's the co-star?
Oh.
I don't remember.
The
That
guy
movie-
in Iron Man
Not
2.
Frank Sinatra, which is what I
Not
thought.
Frank Sinatra. This movie takes place 20 years later
Spacey.
in L.A. in the 1970s. Russell Crowe is 20 years older, and he's still playing a brute character. He's protective of women, etc.
But he's not a cop.
No, but we don't know
But
what's
it's been
happened in
20
20
years.
years.
And that's
He does seem to
that's
have,
a
like,
very
formal
believable
training.
evolution.
Yeah.
Also,
Wow.
it's a loose
saying.
I
enough
like that.
tie that one can be fun.
I
Yeah.
like it.
That's a
I'm here
fun-
for
Maybe.
it.
We don't
It's
know.
canon.
It's canon.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
I really loved. I was just looking through quotes that I had written down. One was just Hitler jokes. So many Hitler jokes.
They're all great too.
And then freaking Ryan Gosling, when they're like at the movie premiere or whatever, he's like getting out of all this stuff. Should have died 1,000 times. And he goes, "I think I'm invincible. Like, I don't think I can die."
So good, man. I loved at the very, very end when they're at the bar.
Yeah.
Healy is at the bar drinking Captain Morgan from the bottle, which is
Yeah.
crazy work. You can't do that. And they set up a sequel, which will never happen because the movie fell flat on its face.
I don't
Maybe
think we need
it'll-
a sequel.
I don't
Just-
want one.
just
Let's be
leave
clear.
it.
I don't want a sequel because
What would the sequel be?
well, they started their PI firm.
Right.
Be
So-
solving any kind of crime.
That's the thing with like mystery films is you can do them
What if?
in perpetuity, really. Like there's the third Knives Out coming.
What
Which,
if
ugh,
they did a PI firm spin-off show?
Yeah.
No, I hate
No.
shows. I don't like it when they do things that should just be movies as a show. Kenobi.
But you could do individual. This could work though, because it could be individual
cases.
episodes, individual, like cases where they're just start something in something each episode.
No, I don't like it when shows become movies. It doesn't work. Downton Abbey. And when movies become shows, it doesn't work. Kenobi. Like Kenobi should have been a movie.
He's
it would
got
have been
examples.
better.
He must be right.
If you don't draw Kenobi out to 6 hours and you make it be 2, it'd be better.
Yeah, but those aren't buddy cop movies.
Oh,
These aren't cops, but I think it would work as a show. It's funny.
I think that
It would be like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine
No,
kind of thing.
I think that
want
instead
more,
you should
but
just
yeah,
watch
I-
Scooby Doo.
I wasn't allowed.
Scooby-Doo.
What?
There's ghosts, bro.
Fake
They're
ghosts.
people and
Yeah, well,
Yes.
There's
we
literally
didn't
not.
know
We
that.
didn't know that they.
My
I guess-
2-year-old mind that was filling
the
stuff
episode.
and was really clumsy. I couldn't comprehend that wasn't an
Too
actual
clumsy for
ghost.
Scooby-Doo.
My nickname was Scooby growing up.
Because he loves Scooby
true.
Doo that
We should
much.
bring that back.
That's not true.
No, why was it Scooby?
It was first. I don't know. Ask my dad.
All right, we'll have to ask him. I'll call him right now.
That'd be hilarious.
Get him on the pod.
Get him on the pod.
It'd be so funny.
Well,
I'm out of things to say about this movie.
Yeah.
Why does March hate ventriloquists, you think? At one point, they were talking about ventriloquists, and March is like, they're always bad. What do you
is
think
he
happened there?
wrong?
Childhood
Is he
trauma?
wrong though?
He's right.
Like,
He's not wrong, but I wonder why.
They're not always bad.
I also thought Jeff Dunham was funny when I was 11.
What's that chick?
What's that chick?
She's Darcy something. She's a ventriloquist. She's
I
great.
have no idea.
She
She's
can
a
sing
ventriloquist.
and do the thing.
She
It's
traveled
awesome.
to your church in the 2000s. Who is this
No,
person?
she's
None of us have
She
ever
does
heard
it
of her.
right now. She's like
Right
touring
now.
right now.
I've never heard
She's
of her.
probably in some little club right now with her little.
No.
So,
She's great. I think they
I
can be
believe
good.
you, but I've never heard of her. So
They can be good.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I think I don't like it because of Jeff Dunham. Because he's a hack.
I don't like him.
He's a hack. I thought he was funny again when I was like 11, but
Yeah.
now I'm not.
yeah, I remember in middle school everybody was really into him.
Well, yeah, and it's all just ratio stereotypical, just hack garbage. It's garbage. You hear me, Jeff Dunham? You rich asshole. Give me some of your money.
We've established rich people suck.
They do.
I do have hot points.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hot points are back, baby. Now that there's not too much to keep track of in Lord of the Rings.
So many hot men.
All right, so many hot men. So I did do both Jackson Healy and Holland March. I can't remember his name.
I think we can see how this is gonna go.
Obviously, it's gonna go away. So Jackson Healy, not particularly hot, but I just wanted to. He deserved a hot point. He's cool under pressure. He's a good fighter.
He gets one.
He gets one. He's a
he
little.
stood up for
We started
underage.
at 5, though, right?
You
Yeah,
started a fight.
started at 5.
Okay.
He got a +1 for his like calm, cool, collected punch in. It was like, okay, he's got some skills. So that puts us at a 6, which I feel like is respectable,
That is
Yeah.
what. If you asked me to rate that guy on a hotness scale, I would also give him a 6.
right? It feels
Just based
right.
on purely appearance, he's a solid 6. 3 drinks,
Solid.
So
It's looking like a 7 or 8 now.
what's happening?
Give me another one of these tequila sunrises. He might be a 10.
Oh, ayo. No, not enough. Anyways,
All right,
now we
Mr.
moved
March.
on to Holland March. Now, as a reminder, Ryan Gosling's character Kay in Blade Runner was a 7.
What was he in Barbie? Did we have hot
I
points
didn't
for Barbie?
hop.
I don't think
No,
we
we
did it
didn't
back
because
then.
it was like a we did Gone with the Wind and Barbie in one. So I
Oh,
didn't
that's
do
right,
Holland
because we needed that was a shot and chaser
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Something.
It's like Malort and then a gallon of Gatorade.
Oh, Lord. Ooh.
Yeah. So once again, this is not Ryan Gosling's hottest role for me. So, but he's respectable. So we started a 5. What are you looking?
It's like skin cells on the iPad screen.
I just like leaving my skin everywhere.
I don't need this.
Anyways, we started a 5. He got a +1 for his general Riz because, of course,
Riz.
the Riz.
The Ryan Riz.
You can't deny it. It's so good. It's just mwah, chef's kiss.
Do all Ryans have Riz? Reynolds has Riz.
There's a lot of good Ryan.
Ryan from The Office.
I don't want
Riz.
to talk
His
about it. I don't
cocaine
want to talk
days he
about
had
it.
Riz.
That's true.
That's true.
Keep going. Keep going.
Anyways, he got a +1. He had that blue suit with his little shirt
He's a
undone,
sharp
with
dresser.
the tie
The
undone.
70s, man. The
70s.
70s was a
Fashion in
big
this
time for
movie,
suits.
fantastic.
Yep.
So we got a
Yep.
+1 for that look, the fashion. It was good. And then we got another +1 for he had a little sunglasses moment. Just again, the fashion, the sunglasses, the mustache, the vibe. So that puts us at an 8.
Oh,
All right.
So
this is the hottest Ryan so far.
Did we disclose which Ryan movie was the hottest?
Oh, let's talk
This
about
one.
that.
I think we I
Is
think
it
I
The
said that.
Notebook?
I don't think it's the Notebook.
Can we restrict
It's
it
too
to
early.
the 3 movies on the show? Can we restrict it to Barbie?
Well, I was wondering, like, in general, like, which, because it sounded
haven't
like you
seen
had one in
enough.
mind.
For the 3 movies on the show, I think this is the hottest Ryan.
I agree.
Followed by
Ken's not
Barbie's
hot.
too much of a
Gotta be
character.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
It's got to be Blade Runner.
It's got to be Blade Runner and then Ken.
And he doesn't have junk.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
true.
It's flat down
what are
there.
you gonna do with that? Nothing.
Yeah. Not very hot.
I'm going to see my
But-
gynecologist.
Ending the movie on that line was just incredible.
Is that a perfect movie?
incredible?
I think that's a perfect movie.
Oh, it's
It's
so
got
good.
John Cena in it for no reason. It's a good movie.
I think though, Crazy Stupid Love, Ryan Gosling might be the hottest
Crazy
for me.
Stupid
That's
Land?
a good one. Yeah.
Not, it's not the
He
Notebook
looks
for
like
me.
he's photoshopped.
Oh my god,
I haven't seen that.
we should
We
watch it.
need to do.
It's
Why,
so good.
why didn't that make rom-com month?
I don't know.
What did that
I
get
don't
cut
know.
to fit
Let's
in?
just do Ryan month because we got La La Land we want to do. Then we could do, that movie.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Stupid Love.
That is Steve Carell. Like, if
Drive.
you're liking the vibes of like this movie, like,
Can I talk about how I've never wanted to see Drive because I conflate it with Baby Driver?
oh,
And Baby Driver just
Totally
as a
different.
concept is irritating to me. I don't know why. I think it's because the people
I don't know
that
if you
that's
would
where
like
he's like
Driver or
a
not.
getaway driver.
yeah, the people that in my life that like Baby Driver, I don't trust those people. So I
That's-
go, that can't be a good movie.
I saw it on Netflix the other day and was like, maybe I should watch this, but never
Baby
did.
Driver?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
don't know anything about it at all.
Full disclosure for the audience, we have no idea what we're doing for the rest of the month for movies. So
Oh, yeah.
this is still open. We need to
crap.
talk about this when we end the episode, which will be
it'll
soon.
be a surprise.
This will be soon.
Are we gonna do hit, or
Let's
miss?
do a hit, or miss, the most pointless hit, or miss that ever hit, or miss.
Well, we just did Lord of the Rings. Those
hang
were pretty
on.
obvious hits.
I haven't thought about it.
What?
Okay, I've thought about it.
Yeah. This is a hit for me. Hit.
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 Hey.
Where is this?
Hey.
There it is.
Banger.
It's a big
It's a hit.
banger.
It's a hit movie. It's a good film. All right. Well, we don't know what we're watching
It'll be a
because
surprise.
we're bad people.
Follow us on Instagram and we'll let you know next week.
Sure. I do want to talk about one more thing to close the show.
Oh.
I found something quite funny, and I just want to bring it into Carl and Nick's lives. This probably won't scan for the audio audience, but you bought this, and I am having a really hard time
Why?
grasping this as
Did they forget to put the eyepieces on those sunglasses?
So that's the
Oh my
thing,
God.
Carl. This
Wait.
is a headband.
What is Nick?
Oh.
Well, you've already said.
Yeah.
I was
This
gonna be
is-
like, what
I
does
was
he
about
think it
to
is?
try to
This
guess.
is a headband, but it has the ear things. So like, you either be LeVar Burton from
Is
Star
that why
Trek:
you
The
were
Next
singing
Generation.
Reading Rainbow earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
But here's the thing. The point of this apparently is it's got like the little ridges so it latches onto your hair, keeps it down. You
But-
wear this on top of your head, but it simulates having sunglasses on top of your head. And the way that Danielle sold that as a concept to me was you don't have to wear the sunglasses on your
No.
head inside. But
Oh, it
that's
holds.
when you wear sunglasses on your head.
Can I explain?
Yeah, make this make sense to me because I'm baffled.
So there's a certain like quality when you put your sunglasses up over your, like on your head and it pulls your hair back.
Right. I'm familiar with that
Yeah.
as a
Same.
concept.
Yep.
It's a look, and you can't get that look with a headband that's like slick against your head like a traditional headband. So this headband has the square shape that a sunglass gives you, but I don't wear my sunglasses. Like if I'm going to be inside for like 4 or 5 hours, I'm not going to wear my sunglasses all day at the office.
But why?
Why would I be wearing my sunglasses all day?
People do it.
No,
People do it all the
but I
time.
have to. But I wear
I do.
glasses to see,
That's-
so I don't want to be wearing my glasses and my sunglasses on my head. That's
But-
That would be silly.
The,
Yeah.
the thing about that would frustrate me is having the two sets of like, the arm
Right.
of the sunglasses that curls behind your ears. Those have that.
oh, yeah.
So that doesn't eliminate the one issue that I have of leaving sunglasses on top of my head.
It just
The main
eliminates
issue.
So it's
looking
a hair thing.
silly. It's a hair thing. It just eliminates you looking silly from me having glasses and glasses on top of my head.
What's this dip for? I don't understand.
It's a square for those who aren't watching. It's a square headband. So that's how it gives you the sunglasses look, because it leaves a gap. So it just pulls your hair back. The same way sunglasses
I
would.
still don't get it.
Is this a thing?
Yes.
Can you take your headphones
Where
off
did
and
you
do a
buy this?
demonstration?
Where did you buy
Carl,
this?
can you see her?
You can't wear sunglasses and this though, right?
No.
It's one or the other.
It's one or the other.
Well, no,
You could probably- you could.
outside. You could wear sunglasses on your eyes like sunglasses
those
and have
little
that on
dips,
your
though. You
Can
could
you
put 'em on
Those are
demonstrate?
two earpieces. How, you can't stack the
That's
two
not-
It's
ears.
not right up against my
Right?
ears. Like it just kind of sits on my head.
Demonstrate,
touch
yeah,
it.
because I'm lost.
She can't hear you.
I can't.
just
I don't
for-
have hair, so I don't know.
Okay, check
what-
this out. Check this out.
Well-
Podcast
All right.
history.
Okay.
So I've been wearing it all
What
day.
changed?
So I've been wearing it all day. So my hair is already in this shape.
Ah, it's
So,
like
but
when I wear
normally
headphones and
my
I get headphone head.
My hair is normally more like this.
Poofy.
Right,
Poofy.
right.
Oh, it's in my face, and then I put
Oh, look
this
at me.
on,
I have
And
hair.
it pulls
and
it
I
back.
can like pull it back, but it doesn't go.
Wait,
like,
I haven't been wearing. Give me that.
But why square?
Because it's the shape of. So here's what I don't understand. All right, I'm not going to be able to hear Carl. You can put this back on. You can translate.
can
for
you?
me.
Can I go get a regular headband? Will
Yeah.
you talk for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay,
So, but if I were,
We're
I have
learning
hair,
so much.
This is important.
So apparently, it's to give this look.
Okay.
But why not just do that with glasses?
I can't hear him. What?
Why not do that with glasses?
Because I think that the problem would be
I'll translate.
like if I had that on my head and I wore these. This is stupid. Because I'm wearing glasses and I have
Well, no,
glasses.
you would
on
do
my
the
head.
opposite. You
Why
would have
don't
your
I-
glasses on and then that up.
No, that's what it does. But I think the optics of having glasses up like this and
I think
wearing
that looks
glasses.
fun.
But they're not
And wearing
glasses though,
glasses.
so it
But
looks.
then I
I guess
can
I don't know
do
why
this
they wouldn't just
and
make
have
it
to
like
do
a
that.
dock,
And still have
like
my
a
glasses on.
make the
And now
regular
I look
headband that
like
you can
an
rest them
asshole.
on.
Because I'm a man. Can I wear that? How does this
Oh,
work?
wow.
You just same way.
All right, I'm gonna
Carl, should we get headbands?
Yeah, you guys don't know about
the
this.
most
'cause you're-
useless headbands of all time.
Well, let's be clear. I've had long hair for 7 years. I don't know about this either.
That's
This
true.
is the first. It's
Well,
Pride
you're-
Month. I'm gonna wear a headband.
You're men.
Yes, you gotta wear them like glasses. Oh wait, no, okay.
It's just a different
Oh,
look.
wow.
How about this?
That's a good look, bro.
How about it? I'm putting this on the
I
internet.
guess I would like it if the shades
Happy Pride
came
Month.
down.
Wait, he's
Like, if
talking.
it was-
I can't hear him. Let me put another thing on my
Like
head.
in my mind, it makes sense if like that little head thing had shades that like retracted and then they just went up. But it like
I
it's
click a
No.
button and it's like zzz.
No,
yeah. I
sunglasses.
don't get it though.
Sunglasses. Well, it's because you're all men, and I'm
So,
annoyed that you
okay,
don't get
let
it.
me let me
Well, I
let
don't
me
have hair either.
Allow me.
A lot of it, it's all lost on me.
allow me to attempt to explain
The sunglasses are not the point.
this
Carl.
But that's the
shape.
look, right?
Okay, look at the difference of these.
Explain
two
this to me in
things.
Right,
Apple
I
products.
see.
Look at the difference in these shapes.
Tell me in Fortnite.
Okay. Okay. No. Here you go. Notch wise, Apple iPhone notch, hole punch. Okay. Does a similar thing, right?
One is
Gives
just,
you more screen real estate. Different look
Yeah.
as far as how it pulls your hair.
and one,
This is
the notch is too much. It doesn't need to be that.
looser on the corners, right? So you don't have as much slick back.
You don't have a round slick back.
This is an extreme thirst. This is extreme slick package. You don't get that reference. Don't laugh. And it's got more of the little spikies. I don't know why I wouldn't wear this because.
I never wear them because I don't like the way it makes my head look.
And this is because it has the square shape. It gives you the looseness here around your temple area, so it slicks back only on top, and you still get the poofiness on the side, which is what your glasses do. Which is interesting. Now I brought this up, and now I'm on board with it.
Listen,
Thank you.
here's what I need to know.
Can you do it on your beard?
How much did you pay for this?
Like $8.
$27. That's
not bad at all.
No,
$8
like
and she got two.
I got two. They're not
Okay.
expensive.
I was gonna say $3 and under, but four is
$4?
Four is fine.
Yeah.
Shipped Prime in 7 days. It took forever to get here.
Is this like a brand new thing? Have I just not?
I've never
seen
heard of this before. That's why I stole one and put it over here. So out of her sight.
I didn't know he was gonna bring this up.
I waited till the end of the episode so we could cut all of this out.
And functionally, it works the same way. It holds it back.
She wore it all day?
I wore it
All
too.
right.
Wow.
Because sometimes my hair kind of gets a little flat, but this just kind of gives it a
Yeah.
little zhuzh, a little something.
All right,
You were
you've
gonna say
convinced me. I'm gonna get one. Just start wearing it around.
I was thinking about you, Carl.
I did see these on TikTok, so I think they're fairly new.
I was thinking about Carl in San Francisco because there was an old man on one of the buses we rode, and he
Nice.
had the things
Thank
you
you.
put on the arms of your glasses that like hook around your ear.
Oh man.
I remember you wearing those.
Yeah.
Although his were like dewdrops, like they were rounded.
I've
bumpers
seen those. I
instead
got
of
the ones that are little hooks, but I
Yeah.
also don't. All my glasses that I liked have broken for various reasons of me like falling off my bike or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's like now I have no glasses at all. So.
I bought the hooks like
Yeah.
that when you were living here because I want to be like Carl. He's so
They work
cool.
really well. You can
hated
shake your head
them.
around and they don't fall off.
I hated them because the part I don't like. I wear purposefully large glasses that are like too big for my face shape because it's just the look I like. So they tend to be too long too, so they fall down and stuff. But because of that, I'm used to not having anything touching the back of my ear. So having that little silicone hook hit the back of my ear all day
too
drove me nuts. Plus, what I learned is I take my glasses on and off throughout the day a lot, and it became a
Yeah,
faff. with
that makes
the
it
thing.
difficult.
It's too much of a thing.
A
It's
faff.
too secure for me. Well, now we've talked about headbands. You know,
Cover
Audio
Well,
makes
listeners, we're sorry. Just watch on YouTube. It's way better, anyways.
we'll put the link in to Amazon so you can buy these. We're not
Yeah.
doing
Affiliate
that
link.
affiliate link. Yeah.
it. Wow. All right. Well, we're gonna watch a mystery movie. You won't know what it is.
It's
Oh.
a
We don't know what it
surprise.
is. We're gonna talk about it right in a second. But hey, that was the nice guys. Sorry about the break. Whatever.
Sorry about the break.
Yeah,
oh,
we missed a week.
No, we're not sorry.
So hey, whatever.
You
We're gonna
earned
figure
it.
it out. Maybe it'll be more Ryan Gosling movies. Maybe we'll watch Jaws. Who knows?
knows?
No matter what, we'll be here next week, and we'll catch you in the next one.